So recently I was in Japan, and while I was there, I noticed a few stores that had, lots of old retro consoles and some slightly newer stuff. So there's a lot of controllers, peripherals, like collector's editions of games and all that sort of thing. And then I was looking through some of the consoles in one of these stores, and right next to that I found this Guitar Hero 3 Legends of Rock kit for the Xbox 360, and it was just sitting there. It was about 8,000 yen, which equates to about 52 US dollars. And I immediately picked that up, brought it back to the hotel and had a look at it. It was actually brand new and still sealed. So every single component of this was still sealed, including the stickers and the controller and everything. Now, I would have liked to bring the box home with me, but unfortunately it didn't actually fit in the luggage I had. But I took out all the individual parts. So here's the guitar right here. Even got the strap still in its little package. And let's take a look and see if we can get it going. Now, I did do some research online before I bought it. This is a Japanese copy of Guitar Hero 3. This will not work on an Australian console. However, the guitar should work fine. So we'll see how we go with that. And there it is, first peel. And pop it open. Not a scratch on it. What's in the side bit here? Let's have a look what Japanese games include. So we've got a few things here. So it looks like some safety info. I'm guessing something about Internet Explorer and a website to go to. I don't know what actually is going to be on here. I have to translate that, but it's interesting. And then the manual itself. So Guitar Hero 3, how to basically set it up right there. Yeah, most of it's in Japanese, so I'm not going to go through it, but there we go, brand new game. Now for the part we've all been waiting for, the guitar itself. So this is in good condition. Obviously it's brand new, but all the buttons are functional and all that. It doesn't look like it had any damage on the way back home. Should just slide right out. It's still got the sticker on it showing you how to sync it with the console. It's got the, it's an Xbox 360 model, so it's got the little headset jack kind of expansion port down there. And yeah, it's really good condition. So let's connect the actual two bits together here. They should just slide in. I'll just connect the strap as well. And there we go, the strap's now attached. So now we just need some games to play. So I actually ordered 2 games before I came back, one of which is this one here. Let's see what we've got. We've got Guitar Hero Warriors of Rock. It's got that track list right there. And it should be similar. You got the manual in there. And now for the other game, we have this one right here. So open that up. And it is Guitar Hero 3 Legends of Rock. So it's the same as the Japan one. I'll just bring them together. So comparing the two, this is the PAL release versus the Japan release on the left. But yeah, like copy on the right, much older. Looks like it's gone through a few different game stores. But anyway, now it's all opened. Let's get a console hooked up and see if we can get it connected. All right, so here's the Xbox 360 we'll use. Let's power it on. And here we are. So let's insert the Japanese copy of the game first. And it's come up on the screen as Play Guitar Hero 3. So I'm now wondering if it's going to work. This disc's region code is incorrect for this console. Cool, so I'm glad I ordered another copy and that it wasn't a waste of money. Let's now try the PAL version. Update required, 400 kilobytes. All right, that's fine. All right, so we switch back to the mic. All right, press any button, let's go. And we'll store in the cloud. I love the controls. Tilt up, use the strum bar. All right, green is go, red is back. All right, so here goes the first proper game of Guitar Hero since I was like, what, like 8? I think my batteries are all a bit too low for this guitar, so I'm going to try getting new ones. So, fun fact, this actually wasn't the batteries that was the issue. It turns out there was a problem with the RF chip on the guitar's like mainboard. So what I did is I fiddled around with it for a bit originally. I tried turning off some wireless devices in case it was an interference issue. I tried bringing it really, really close to the console in case it was a range issue, but no luck there. So what I ended up doing is I took apart the guitar and I thought I found the problem briefly because I saw what I thought was corrosion on the board near one of the connectors, but it turns out that was just a weird type of glue that's just brown for whatever reason. I cleaned that off and I didn't get any difference, so I tried one last thing. I basically just took a heat gun and I set it to the low setting and I removed the main board that had the Microsoft wireless chip on it, and I basically used the heat gun on that low setting for about 3 to 4 minutes, just evenly heating it up, and I did not expect it to make a difference, but turns out that pretty much fixed it. And now I can play the game without issues pretty much. There is one other problem that seems to come up kind of randomly where the start button will randomly press itself, but that generally only comes up after a few hours of gameplay, so it's not too much of an issue. I've been able to play through a bunch of the Guitar Hero games so far, so I've gotten like 4 or 5 now, and I've done all the stories, and I'm working through some of the achievements. Obviously not the expert ones, but some of the ones that I can do it pretty easily. And I've got to say, it's super fun. I would highly recommend getting into Guitar Hero in 2024, especially these classic games, because the consoles are pretty cheap, the games are pretty cheap. The hardware is the one thing that's pretty hard to come by. On average, they go for like $150 for a guitar, which is kind of crazy, and that's for used. So I'm really stoked that I got this deal on this guitar because it's really good. I did also pick up the new Riffmaster guitar that PDP released. They designed that basically for the Fortnite Festival stuff, but I got it for Clone Hero because I wanted something to use on PC. And I just gotta say, like, Clone Hero and that guitar, it's not a great experience. Like, I mean, it works, it feels fine, but it's not the same, right? Like, playing these classic Guitar Hero games, they just feel so more fun. It's a much better experience. I think the track lists are really good too for these games, and there's just, yeah, it's just so easy to pick up and play. And honestly, I prefer these old games over what's available on the Xbox One and what's on PC. It's just really nice to play. Like, it's such a good experience. The other thing I want to look out for if I ever go to Japan in the future is the Rock Band drum kit. Now, that's something I've always wanted to have. It's going to get harder and harder to come across, and these go for like hundreds of dollars online for used kits, and they die a lot, so they're becoming increasingly rare. But if I ever get one, I'd be so thrilled because I've always wanted to play drums in the Guitar Hero games and in the Rock Band games, but no one really ever had the drums when I was a kid, and they're so expensive, so I never got a hold of them either. But like, if you could get a whole band together, like if you could get 2 guitars, a drum kit, and then one of the microphones, that'd be so much fun to have some friends over and play. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this look at some older games, older hardware. Please leave a like if you liked it. Subscribe if you want more like this. Maybe check me out on Twitch. Sometimes I stream games like this on the Xbox 360 or on other platforms. And if you have any other questions for me, or if you just want to chat, you can join my Discord, and I'm in there pretty often. But otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.